Hello, STEMsters. Mr. Santella back with another Zones of Regulation lesson. Let's do our quick zones review. Blue zone, your body is running slow. This could be because you're tired, sick, sad, bored. Green zone, this is where we want to be when we are learning or when we just want to be happy and in a good mindset. Okay, this is when we're good to go. We're calm, we're focused, we're happy. All right, yellow zone. This is when we need to slow down. You can start to feel your body losing control, right? You might be frustrated, overwhelmed, silly, wiggly, excited, worried. There's a lot of other emotions that go in the yellow zone. And then lastly, the red zone. This is when you need to stop. This is when you are out of control and you're not making good decisions. Let's move on. Last week, we talked about different tools to use in the blue zone and in the green zone. This week, we're going to learn about tools to use in the yellow zone and tools to use in the red zone. Why do we need zones tools when we're in the yellow or the red zone? Good question. These tools help us get to the green zone. And when we're in that green zone, we are ready to learn. Let's quickly review the tools we talked about last week for the blue zone. We have jump, bounce, run, swing, push, pull, talk to an adult. You can do animal walks. Remember, when we're in the blue zone, we're really trying to wake our body up. More tools that we use when we're in the blue zone: walk, belly breathing, the 6 sides of breathing, listen to music, jumping jacks, using that inner coach, a fidget, or realizing the size of the problem. To review our tools we use when we're in the green zone, we have belly breathing, 6 sides of breathing, inner coach, and the lazy 8 breathing. A lot of breathing techniques help you stay in that green zone. Now it's time to look at tools to use when we're in the yellow zone. Now, you'll notice that some of these tools are in the blue and in the green toolbox. So a lot of these tools you use in multiple situations to help you get to and stay in the green zone. So some tools to use when you're in the yellow zone: listen to music, taking a break, lazy 8 breathing, going for a walk, 6 sides of breathing, belly breathing, pushing, and not pushing a person, but pushing the wall. Or I like to do actual push-ups, which is you can do those on the wall, okay? You can always read. Reading's a good one to help you kind of calm down just a little bit when you're in that yellow zone. More tools to use when you're in the yellow zone: pulling on something, swinging, animal walks, using that inner coach, carrying something that's kind of heavy, a fidget, realizing the size of the problem, and then 5-finger breathing. So this is a new tool that I'm going to show you how to do as well. Quickly reviewing some of the tools that you already know. 6 sides of breathing is an exercise where you breathe in. Now remember, you're always breathing in through your nose and you're blowing out through your mouth. So then you hold it and then you blow out. Realizing the size of the problem and remembering that our reaction should match the size of the problem. So if we have a huge problem, a tornado is coming, we're going to have a huge reaction to that. Or if we have a super tiny problem, okay, I broke the lead on my pencil. One has a huge reaction, one has a tiny reaction. The inner coach, that little voice that tells you, yes, you can do this, or self-talk. And as I've told you before, I use self-talk a lot. It helps me be prepared for what I need to do. Lazy 8 breathing. Again, when we breathe in, it's through the nose. And when we breathe out, it's through the mouth. And remember, with 6 sides of breathing, lazy 8 breathing, or even belly breathing, you do it as many times as you need. You do it until you feel yourself either calming down or getting a little bit of energy, right? If you're in that blue zone, you're trying to wake yourself up, so you need the energy. If you're in that yellow zone, you're trying to calm down just a little bit to get to that green zone. 5-finger breathing. I'm going to show you how to use this technique. And honestly, this is probably the breathing technique I use the most with students and myself. I'm going to show you how to do 5-finger breathing. This is a great tool to use when you're in any of the zones. If you need to go from the red to the yellow, you can use 5-finger breathing. If you need to go from yellow to green, you can use 5-finger breathing. If you want to stay in the green zone, you can use 5-finger breathing. The reason I like 5-finger breathing so much is all you need is your hand. Okay? So this is a great tool to use anywhere, anytime when you need to be calm and ready to do something. Okay. So I've got a picture here that shows you how to do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to show you on my hand. All right. So I have my hand here. You always start on the bottom of your thumb. Now, as I move my finger up my thumb, I'm going to breathe in. Now remember, breathe in through your nose. Okay? When I get to the top, I'm going to go down, and that's when you exhale. Now remember, you exhale out of your mouth. When I go up, I inhale through my nose. When I go down, I exhale out of my mouth. And we're going to do that all the way to each finger. All right, you ready to give it a shot? Here we go. I'm going to start here, and here we go. And that's 5-finger breathing. You don't want to do it like this. That wasn't good. Our breathing is always under control and nice and calm. Now, you can do this exercise as many times as you need, but at least one time through each finger. All right, scholars. Enjoy probably my favorite breathing technique, and I hope it can help you. All right, now that you know how to do 5-finger breathing, let's take a look at tools to use when you're in the red zone. Now remember, when you're in the red zone, this is when you just need to take a break. You need to stop what you're doing. I want to say something very important here. You cannot go from the red zone directly to the green zone. You need to go from the red zone to the yellow zone and then to the green zone. So when you're in the red zone, you're going to have to use multiple tools to help you get all the way to the green zone. So the tools that you can use when you are in the red zone to help you get to the yellow zone are lazy 8 breathing, taking a break, listening to music, 6 sides of breathing, belly breathing, carrying something, 5-finger breathing, or using a fidget. Now those tools you can use to get to the yellow zone. Now, some of those tools are also yellow zone tools. So you might use lazy 8 breathing to help you go from the red zone to the yellow zone. And then you might use it again to help you get from the yellow to the green zone. You can also switch it up. If you're in the red zone and you use lazy 8 breathing to get to the yellow zone, then maybe you use a fidget to help you get to the green zone. Or maybe it's a combination of these. Now remember, when you're in that red zone, it's stopping and really taking a break from what you're doing, getting to that yellow zone, using a tool, getting to the green zone. Sometimes you'll use the same tools when you're in different zones. So here are some tools that you can pretty much use in any zone to help you either stay in that green zone or get to that green zone. And they are the 6 sides of breathing, listening to music, belly breathing, 5-finger breathing, realizing the size of the problem, using a fidget, your lazy 8 breathing, or that inner coach. Great job, scholars. Remember, Zone's tools help us get to and stay in the green zone. Zone's tools help us be happy, calm, and ready to learn. So remember to practice Zone's tools when you are in the blue, green, yellow, or the red zone. They're always good to know and understand the tools. There might be a couple tools that you just know and you use all the time. A lot of those are the breathing tools. If you can master the breathing tools, that'll really help you in any scenario. It's always a good idea to always stop and make sure that your breathing is under control. Because when your breathing is under control, you're actually feeding your brain more oxygen. And when you feed your brain more oxygen, your brain works better. It's just like if you just eat candy all day, your body is not going to work as well as if you have good meals. You have vegetables, you have fruits, right? Those are good fuel for your body. Those breathing exercises are good fuel for your brain. All right, scholars, that's all I have for today. So until I see you next week, have a great rest of your week. Bye.